Hello everybody, my name is Senkara and welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, first of all, I understand it's been a while and sorry about that, but, you know, things happen. Now then, side stories. Side stories, what is this? So I've just opened up the game and I see this new thing, side stories, and it's got something on it. Trust Part 1 and Part 2. The side stories are stories of friendship unrelated to the events of the main game. I see. Trust Part 1. Begin the side story. Yes, why not? That's new content. We love new content. And if you love new content, then be sure to leave a like and a comment down below letting me know that you love new content and subscribe for more awesomeness. Oh, I had the volume off. That explains a lot. Lol. School. Soccer tryouts. Lovely. Ooh, a bake sale. Don't mind if I do. No, go back. The club room. What a lovely place. We love the club room. It's where all the fun happens. Monika! Okay, everyone. The literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? Take attendance? It's a club, not a class. Jeez. Ugh. I miss debate club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. Oh, so this is like how she started the club? What? Oh my goodness, this is great. Okay, I love this. This is awesome. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monika is the only member of the literature club. In the days that have passed, all of her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monika glances at one of her flyers. I thought it said flies at first, that was really weird. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Nobody likes literature, Monika, come on, get with it. Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it over to pick it over their other club interests. That's very true. Nobody likes literature. I can't just rely on people liking literature. You gotta rely on the cute girls. That's how I got in. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision? What vision? What kind of vision? Indeed, that's what I'm wondering. Monika rests her head on her desk in deep thought. What's really interesting about this is it seems out of character, do you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna spit out some spoilers for those of you who don't know anything about Doki Doki. Skip to this point in the video. Done? Okay, good. So Monika, you know, her 4-4 breaking shenanigans, and how she controls everyone in the club, and knows that they're not really people. So what is this about? What's all this? That's what I want to understand is, what's going on here? Is it that she used to not know that she was a program? Was that how it worked? Did she say that at some point, or did she always know? You know, no. It's obviously. So she must not have always known that she was part of a game. She must have thought that she was a real person, and thought that everyone else in the school was real as well. I'm just delving into the lore. Obviously, none of it makes any sense in real life, but, you know... Okay, we're away from spoiler territory now. Welcome back. Monika rests her head on the desk in deep thought. But before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. Aww, that's so cute. It's so quiet, and the noise of the air conditioning... oh my goodness, I can't speak today. And the noise of the air conditioner is soothing. That's cute. Aw, poor Monika. She just wants some friends. Or just some people to join, rather. Hello? Sayori! Suddenly a voice causes Monika to snap awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I never do this. Is this the napping glove? You would love it if it was. No, this is... Monika pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is, in fact, the literature club. This is the literature club. Yay, I thought I got it wrong for a second. I'm super sorry. I was like so unprofessional of me to do that. It was like so unprofessional. I've never heard Monika use "it was like" in a sentence before, like that. Like, it was like, oh my goodness, it was like so weird that she would like, "Don't apologize, I do that all the time." Oh. Did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody? Well, about that. This is everybody. Really? Just you? But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you, that means I get to be vice president. Aw. straight to the point. We love Sayuri. She's so great. Wait, Vice President? What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Oh, snap. Got him, dabs. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Aw, poor Monika. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name? Sayuri. Okay, Sayuri. I've been trying really, really hard on this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously, you know? She is taking you seriously. She's just having some fun. I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president. You're better than you think, Sayuri, don't you worry. I mean, I'm sure that Monika tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayuri. She is a challenging one to read, isn't she? I'm sorry that this isn't like a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few more members at least? Also, she doesn't know Sayuri yet? You get what I'm getting at? Like, it's not really making sense. That was the only way, what I said before, is the only way to explain it. Which is very interesting, delves into Monika's character more, I think. Maybe I'm just insane, but I think it's interesting. Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working, and I also very much appreciate the hard work. You're doing something amazing and you should be proud of it, you know? Okay, Naruto. So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That was really sweet of you, Sayuri. Oh, I'm Monika, by the way. Monika! That's such a cool name, if you say so. I mean, it's like Monika and Friends. I mean, she's kinda cool. I mean, she's not bad. She's pretty great, but, you know... Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. You're smiling. Though Monika with a K, I think, is a pretty cool name. But she didn't say I'm Monika with a K. She just said I'm Monika, and if they were speaking to each other, then she wouldn't know if it were a K or a C, and she could just be Monika Geller. Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monika glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it. Oh. Okay, so what I said before was completely pointless, and she did know it was Monika with a K because she's already read it. Okay, cool. So what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members, not recruit. I don't even know what was trying to come out of my mouth. I can do that. Cool. And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? She's so sweet. Oh, I love her. I guess so. Suddenly, Sayuri pulls Monika into a friendly hug and then lets... You telling me we don't get to see it? Oh, that's so rude. Come on. Give us some art of the hug at least. I mean, I've seen plenty of fan art of it, but also something else is that all these side story things are like confirming what we've done in fan art and stuff, you know? You know what I mean? Like how they're all friends and happy and hugging and stuff like that, and it's really great, and I'd really like to see that. Some people can really use a hug sometimes. Besides, Sayuri whispers loudly, hug energy is what keeps me at my best. That's a really creepy way to say it, Sayuri, but okay. Hug energy? Yeah, I feel that. Monika laughs. Although Sayuri is very different from her, Monika feels her spirits lifted. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member. But, well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people. Yeah, me too. Aww, that was nice. That was really nice. I like that. Oh, it's not done yet. Oh, for goodness sake. We'll just continue. Okay, I was gonna say some stuff, but we'll continue until it finishes. I'll say stuff after everything. You know, save questions till the end. A day passes and the time comes for the Literature Club, Monika and Sayuri, to reconvene. I thought it said reconvenience at first, and that didn't make any sense. As president, Monika ensures that she's the first to arrive at the club room, Shinso Sasageo. But she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayuri. Typical Sayuri, don't worry about it. Mind you, it's after school, so she shouldn't be that late. Maybe she's sitting in class. It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayuri changed her mind about joining. Aww. Oh, it's good to see Monika showing, like, Monika being disheartened like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not good to see, because we don't want her disheartened, but it's good to see her showing these emotions towards other people in the game. I think it's really sweet, and I think it really, really does build on her character. No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. But I'm getting kind of worried. You know, I get excited and then don't end up joining a club, you know? I do it once and then I don't feel like going ever again. Yeah, it's a hard time. Suddenly, Sayuri comes bounding through the door. Boom! Reflect bounder! In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry I'm late, I'm here. It's okay, welcome back. See, Monika's just so happy that Sayuri actually came. And I think that's so sweet, like, I understand that. It's helping me really connect with Monika even more than before, and I think that's amazing. And Sayuri spins over to Monika and deposits the sheet into Monika's desk. Oh, what's this? What is this? A poem? Take my hand. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my steps so I can't look back at my footprints. That's so close to rhyming, and it just doesn't, and it annoys me so much. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lend to you. The only people who say poems don't have to rhyme are people who actually make poems and are completely full of themselves and don't understand that poems have to rhyme. Poems have to rhyme, damn it! If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. See, this is just a story. It ain't even a poem, though it's written poem style, and that's what annoys me. Clearly meant to be a poem. Doesn't rhyme. I hate it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. That was really nice and all, and I love the trust. But it doesn't rhyme, damn it. Hey, this is really good. You wrote this, Sayuri? Of course. Wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper. Oh dear, yeah, I was gonna say, like, that seems very forward, Sayuri. It doesn't seem like you at all. But I love it, that's cute. Huh? I wasn't ready to share that yet, I'm so embarrassed. Monika flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members. I really cannot say recruiting today. Like, I had to struggle to get that out. Mind you, when I just said it, I said it fine, recruiting. When I'm not saying it, like reading, then it's fine, recruiting. Well, let's try reading it. Fuck, I can't. Yeah, wait, what? Recruiting. Boy, I don't know why, I just can't say it when I'm reading it. That was a struggle, oh my goodness. Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. But I'm curious now, do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good as it as you are. How would you know? Who said she knew anything about poetry? She's a literature club. All that means is she likes to read or write or something. Doesn't mean poetry, goodness me. Really? Have more faith in yourself, Sayuri, come on. Weakness disgusts me. I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. You're pretty good, I think. I've never written anything I was happy with. Again, just because you're not happy with it doesn't mean you're bad at it. Jeez, you sound like Minato talking about Sage Mode, you know, or 4 Hokage. I'm no good at Sage Mode. It takes too long to need the chakra. Close his eyes, instantly Sage Mode. Fucking Minato, man. What a bitch. I love Minato, he's great. Like I always read it again a week after I write it, and I'm like... She says like a lot, which is unusual for Monika. Which again, shows what I was talking about before in the spoiler section. Wow, this is so stupid. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be, or something like that. Aww, you should have more confidence in yourself. So should you. Both of you should. This is why I needed to join, damn it. This is also why we need Natsuki. She's very confident, or at least pretends to be. You're the Literature Club president. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to, like, set a good example or whatever. Yeah, it's weird to hear her talking like that, you know? Like, saying like that, you know? Like, set a good example or whatever, you know? It's weird, it's out of character. Which, again, just showing what I was saying before. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like sharing poems rewrite and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. I would love that. And also seeing Monika unconfident at all like this. And being disheartened. Again, it adds to her character more. And I think it's very interesting. Assuming that the side story is in fact canon. Which it should be, I don't see why it wouldn't be. I think that's really interesting. Because you know what I mean? Like, this isn't fan art Monika, this isn't fan story Monika, you know, fanfic Monika, it's not fan mod Monika, this is actual canon Monika with her game files behaving this way. That's what I think is really interesting. Because, you know, I mean, we've seen stuff like this before, we've seen her act this way, we've seen her, you know, be all the way she is in mods and fanfic and fan art, but never canonically in the actual game, which I think is really cool. Definitely, I'll talk about it more later, so those who don't want spoilers can bugger off, but later, not now. But yeah, I think that's really cool. I would love that. It's such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people usually. Okay, this part doesn't really work, the whole poem thing, I'm talking about it now, because they didn't do that at all until I arrived. And we saw one of Natsuki's poems, and they were like, yo, we should start writing poems. Mind you, she was very, like, straight up. Like, she had the idea before. So maybe, actually, I guess it makes sense. I'll need to rewatch that part. But you can when it's in a poem, right? Yeah. I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. And also, I really like what they're saying here. You know, like, you can learn about each other through poems, but unfortunately, the real world doesn't work like that, and people aren't that in-depth enough to learn about you. They don't pay enough attention. It's very disheartening. So I'm glad you showed me. Well, even though it was by accident. Me too. Like, I do the same thing with my art, and people just I don't look into it that much. They're just like, oh, art, neat. That's cool. Poem, cute. That's awesome, I love that. You know what I mean? I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else read it. Like, yeah, what they're saying here, I realize I'm talking about this a lot, but you know what? I'm passionate about it. Satisfaction, so... But yeah, what they're saying here about learning about each other through writing poems and actually, like, learning through the poems and trying to see the meaning and stuff and what it means to the person, you should all apply that to everything. Like, if someone shows you something they're proud of, something that they did, apply this. Learn about them from it. Learn the meaning. If someone shares a song that they really like, same thing, unless they're just a freaking normie and listen to radio crap, in which case, probably shouldn't because you'll think they're a sex and drug addict. I felt embarrassed at first, but now I already read that out. I'll try to show you more of them in the future. I'd love that. Oh jeez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brainstormed so hard. Ooh, that sounded like Hannah. It was like a brain hurricane. I cannot do that. My brain is a natural disaster and her face too. Stop it! You're killing me, Sayuri. You're killing me. Sayuri, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Oh dear. Make cupcakes. I mean, it worked. It worked. Was she wrong? Was she wrong? I was hungry. But it's a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when would we have the chance to give people cupcakes? You know, like when they come into the club. What if we said that we had free cupcakes on the flyers? I'm, like, kinda worried that would bring the wrong kinds of people, you know? Or it could bring someone who likes to make cupcakes and goes, these cupcakes are shit, let me show you how it's done. That's my girl. Wrong kinds? People would come just for the cupcakes and then leave. Oh, nobody would do that. That would be mean. Yeah, that's, again, sorry to break it to you. That's how the world works. But you know what I want oh my god, I can't do it. But you know, I want to find people who are really into literature, even if they don't know it yet. Let's see, the next thing on the list, hunt for people reading books. Now that's a little better, yeah. I don't think I get it. I get it, hunt for people who are currently reading a book. Clearly they like literature. Think, Monika, think! Like going around the school and finding people who are reading books, you know? Like in the morning or during lunch, and we'd tell them to check out the literature club. Well, the problem with that is, like, she's saying like a lot. Like, I like it, you know? Wouldn't most people be reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something? Well, look for people who are reading for fun, not for an... Okay, you got a point, but no. How would we know if they're just reading for fun? Yeah, it's pretty obvious, the distinction between assignment book and fun book. Assignment book shit, fun book good. Well, we could ask them, but then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. No, not really, you could just say, are you reading that for assignment? And they'll go, yes. And you'll go, okay, and leave. It's hardly a bother. Hardly a bother. I didn't think about that part, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot more things than I can. That was a good idea! It was a good idea! Oh, your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them up on the wall. That's also a good idea. Very good. Well done, Sayuri. Proud of you. Good job, Pucky. I definitely like to start doing that. I'm useful. I never said you weren't. You just need to think, what would we tell people when handing them out? I don't want to just be like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people. What if you told them about the club activities and stuff? Wait, this club has activities? I don't even think she knows that. Yes, what club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayuri, pretend you're a normal person for a second. Straight up, pretend you're a normal person, Sayuri. Oh, dear. I don't think she can do that, Monika. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, dear. You know, like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of a literature club? Sounds kind of dull, to be honest, but hey! I like you. And so I will join. That's how I would react. I'm just kidding, I'm not that much of a simp, jeez. But if Natsuki gave me a flyer, well, that's a different story. Probably like, literature is stupid. Yeah, I'm joining the anime club. Hey, I'm insulted. Anime is great. What the heck? Sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of... Alright. I should feel insulted then. You were talking to me. Okay, I see how it is. Alright. Okay, what if we said that we, like, do group reading and discuss it together? Ugh, that sounds horrible. Then I would actually have to read a certain amount a day. I can't do that. No, thank you. I would probably nap through that. Yeah, definitely. That's you, Sayuri. Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. She's right. We need to really catch their interest, you know? This sucks. Why is this so hard? Monika, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sayuri? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways that you can't normally do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like... intimate. Yeah. How do you get that across to people? We could be like, express your true self. Be intimate with us. No. Not that one. No, I see what you're saying. But we'll put that on the drawing board and throw out the drawing board, shall we? Okay. Okay, that's kind of... I'm just kidding. Oh, good. Thank goodness. I didn't think you realized what you were saying. You know, you're pretty innocent. Wasn't sure. Oh my gosh. What? What is it? I forgot all my things in my classroom. Why am I not surprised? I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me. And yet you were still 10 minutes late. Yeah, rushed, but you weren't... never mind. Did you want to get your stuff then? I'll forget it if I don't do it now. Well, I'll wait for you then. Okay, it'll only take a second. Sayuri dashes out of the room, leaving Monika momentarily alone. Poor Monika. Oh dear. Monika sighs and starts jolting? She starts jolting her thoughts down onto a sheet of paper. She starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Be intimate with us. Oh my. I wouldn't mind being intimate with some of you, if you know what I mean. I mean, sharing my feelings. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. Oh shit, yeah, that's the slogan. No. Is it? Write into your heart. Yeah, that's the one. No, not quite. Write your heart out. Where did I get that from? I don't know. Smoking too much crack. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. I don't smoke crack. Only $1 Million Huntley myth. Come on. Write into your heart. Write the way into your heart. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. Write the way into your heart? That doesn't sound quite right. Wow, that's lame. No, you almost had it, Monika. You almost had it. Monika. You startled me. Sorry, but it's something important. On the way to the classroom, there was a girl reading a book. Holy shit! A girl reading a book? OMG! Reading a book? Let's hurry and recruit her. Wait, are you sure she's not just doing homework? Yeah, that book was way too dark to be homework. Either that or way too awesome. One of them. It's either Natsuki or Yuri, you know what I mean. I could tell she was really into it. So probably Yuri. Well, I guess we could take a look. Monika grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Then the two depart the classroom with Sayuri leading the way. Who stays behind at school this long? Oh my goodness, friggin' nerds. I mean, obviously these two are in the club, but Yuri, I'm talking about Yuri. Who stays behind school this long? Just to read. I mean, I know I've done it, but shut up. This way. You don't have to run. Sayuri leads Monika over to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to a whisper. See, in there. Monika peers through the window. I love that face from Sayuri. It's so sweet. I love it. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president, and I would probably scare her away. That's probably true. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Monika takes a deep breath, then timidly enters the classroom. That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Why? What happened? Well, I entered the classroom and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kinda just left the flyer on her desk and then walked out. Oh, that's kind of cute. It is so cute. Oh, Monika. It's so weird to see Monika like this. Why does the sun always shine in my face like this? I need to start recording earlier. I need to start getting up earlier. Ugh, it's turning into Sayuri. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head back to the club room, Sayuri feeling rather accomplished and Monika still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. I didn't expect the side story to go on the song. I thought it'd be like 10-20 minutes, but we're 30 minutes in so far. Goodness me. Upon returning, Monika and Sayuri resume their strategy meeting. This is going to be like as long as a normal episode. They discuss various different kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. After going through Sayuri's list and with Monika coming up with ideas of her own, the two end in a better spot than from where they began. Well, I would say that today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this? Sayuri peers at the sheet of paper Monika was jotting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart? That's so cute! I thought it was a little overdramatic. Overdramatic is the best kind of dramatic! But Sayuri pauses to think for a moment. You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit, for sure. What do you mean? Like totally awesome, dude. Oh, this is how I need to sit. Now the sun's over there. Nice. Also, what do you think of the new do? I mean, it's not really new, it's just shorter because my hair was getting a bit too long, but how do we think? Always a bit weird at first, always a bit weird the first couple of days, but then it grows out a little bit, becomes more natural. What do we think? Looking pretty good? I think it's looking pretty fresh, especially from this particular... I will now stay like this. It strains my eyes, but I can do it. Like... I don't know. I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It's really hard. Anyway, I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Doesn't it? Like, we've never seen Monika like this. That's what I've been saying, you know? Like, she gets disheartened. She feels like she's worried about doing something wrong. And I think that's awesome. I think that's really amazing to see the side of her. And I really love that. Yeah, but... would you call yourself a perfectionist? Like, it also seems very much in character for her as well. Like, this, it seems like... I don't know, like, I feel like we've seen this sort of thing before, but she was always, like, completely confident. And maybe Sayuri brought that out in her. I think that's really sweet. Would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go. And it's like, I can't accept anything less than that. Well, that's satisfaction, but you should give yourself more credit still. But I think in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything. That's the way to do it! Yes! I wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment. So I don't think it's that bad. No, definitely not. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. So I'm just really afraid of deviating from that. The vision. What's the vision? It's... Monika pauses to think and shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to... Monika trails off. Smiling, Sayuri taps her finger against the sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart. I think what you're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of anyone. Oh. Yeah. Well, frig. History. Accidentally skipped it. Well, you're the one who knows best, of course. That was all. Cool. But I'm here to help you. Monika returns Sayuri's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really gonna make this the best club ever. Sayuri nods and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner, and the only movement is the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayuri breaks the moment with a big yawn. Oh, time to go home? You tell me, you're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sayuri beams and grabs her things. You can go on ahead. I need a few more minutes still. Oh, I can wait. That's alright. I just want some alone time. In that case... Sayuri waves enthusiastically at Monika. Good luck! Monika smiles and waves in return as Sayuri spins her way out of the club room. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. This is new music as well. Like, we've never heard this piece before in the original game. I really like it too. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayuri. You know what? Neither was I! But she decides it was something she probably needed right now. You know what? So do I! I like that. I really like that. The club that I need the most. I don't get it. I think I do. I just wanted to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that. Because it's the window to the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend in. The person who's forced to be perfect. I may have to retract my earlier statements. Monika suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Maybe I won't have to retract my earlier statements. Did Sayuri leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monika opens the folder to check. Okay, if there are spoilers, and you don't want any spoilers for the main game, skip to this point. If there are not spoilers, then nothing will come up on screen and you won't have to skip to anything, so don't worry about it. Poems. Okay, it's probably fine. Never mind. It's a folder of poems. Become the flower. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck every day. Pluck, 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 so pretty in my hair. Pluck, 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 you're going to die, and you too. Well, that's a bit dark. That escalated quickly. Beneath my feet, the flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in. The prosperous field is a barren wasteland. The fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy. And that is why I've decided I must become the flower. It was very similar to was it the happiness in the jar thing? One of her other poems. And this directly shows Sayuri's ideals and what she's all about. Like, she's the flower, giving people happiness at the cost of her own. That's really deep. You know what? I like this poem. I think this is probably my favorite poem so far. Because it's just, it's the written form of who she is and what she believes in. Maybe I should start writing poems. I could do pretty good at this. I really like this poem. This is really good. What the? Wait. Sayuri? Oh boy. And that was only Trust Part 1. We still have yet to see Part 2, but we don't have time for it this episode. Ooh, that was good. Ooh, that was good. Ooh, man, that was good. That was real good. That was really good. Hey, look at that. I like her hair in that. That's really nice. And Monika, very lovely. 10 out of 10. Love that, love that. Oh, we can see the Dear Sunshine, I want breakfast. And Become the Flower is there too. Oh, shit, I wasn't prepared, no! Acquisition procedure. Write a poem for Natsuki. Ah, so that's how I got that. I mean, obviously, but still. You know what? We're fucking send that as a wallpaper. I'm just gonna kill myself every time I open this game. Nice! Oh no, what have I done? Anyway, okay. So, I have a lot to say about that. Since this is obviously new content, I gotta actually speak about it. There's not a whole lot to say. I mean, other than what I've said already, there's not a whole lot to say except for things that will spoil the main game. So if you don't want spoilers for the main game, if you have not seen the main game, you've not finished it or anything, I'm pretty sure all of you watching have. But if you haven't, finish the video now. Go watch another of my videos. No one else's. But make sure that the video you click on next says Senkara under it. Click on that one, okay? Cool. I'll see you later. I'll see you next time. If you're leaving now, goodbye. See ya. Love you very much. Thank you. Mwah! Now, for those of you who have stayed and don't mind spoilers or have already seen the end game, of course, let me just give me a moment to organize my thoughts a bit. Okay, what I liked about that was its backstory, right? We love backstory. We love backstory. We love depth into the characters, but Monika especially. Because, right, so we already know Sayuri's deal, right? We already know. I was actually wondering if she was depressed and suicidal before Monika intervened, because it was a little bit implied that Monika made her do what she did, and you know, I still think that is the case, right? Monika made her do what she did. She wasn't supposed to do that, but it seems based on this that she was, you know, the way she was depressed, she was sad before Monika did anything about it. So that much is true at least. So that's interesting to see. That's also good to know. Like, it's not good. Obviously, it's horrible. It's bad. But it's good to know that Monika didn't do that to her. Now, what is interesting is Monika herself. I really want more backstory into Monika. I want to continue this game from here, seeing more of Monika and how she became who she became. Because currently in the main story, right from the beginning, as we know, Monika knows she's in a game, right? Monika knows she's in a game. Monika knows that everyone else is just a programmed to do what they do, and she can manipulate the code and change what they do and change how they are. You know, that's Monika's whole character. That's the story, right? That's the game. But there, right there, in that side story, I don't think she knew. Like, that's the thing. I don't think she had any idea at that point about any of that she knew she was in a game. What is interesting is that she was still, like, facing the camera, but I don't think we can really use that as evidence. I think they just didn't care. I mean, it would have been very cool if they made new sprites for those side stories where Monika wasn't, like, directly facing the camera like she always is. But I just don't think they really, like, thought of that and bothered to do it as all. It would be very cool, though. I would very much like that. Especially if you've never played before. And then it's just like, something seems weird about Monika here. What is that? Yeah. But I don't think Monika knew in that side story about everything. And she seemed to, like, really care, right? She actually cared about the literature club and everything that was going on. She seemed to actually really like Sayori and, you know, want to convince people to join the literature club. That's the thing. Like, if she knew everyone was in a game, she knew all the code and shit, then why would she care, right? She knows what's gonna happen. She knows it's all gonna be joined together. And why would she care anyway, whether it did or not? She doesn't want them there. She just wants to be able to play it. So my question is, when and how did she find out what happened? How did she become who she is now? Maybe I'm just thinking too much into this, but how did she become who she is now? How did she find out about the code? How did she manipulate it as well? I would also like to know how she does that. Maybe just because she's in the game, she can manipulate the files, but, you know, how did it end the way that it did? That's my question. That's what I want to know, because it's clearly not like that before. And I'm assuming that these side stories are canon. What happened before the main game. Like, this isn't just Monika showing me some stuff for fun. I'm assuming this actually happened before the main game. You know, actually happened. It's weird to say considering how the game is and that the game knows it's a game. It's very strange. So to say these things, you know what I mean? Oh, it's weird. It's hard to distinguish between what is game and what is reality with this game, you know what I mean? Like, obviously it's all game, but, like, it's weird. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. It's hard. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I want to know. When did Monika find out about all the code and stuff, and when did she change? And, yeah. But it's also very, very lovely to see that Monika wasn't always the way she was, and it's very nice to see Monika actually happy. Because, we all love Monika, right? We love Monika. Monika's great. She's wonderful. Despite everything she does, we know why she does it. And I could always tell, I said it in my last playthrough, that she, I always knew she was good at heart. Or at least at the end, I worked it out. Like, she was obviously a good person, but shit went down, right? And it's nice to see her when she was a good person before shit went down. That's really interesting. It really delves into Monika's character more, to see her as this person and know what she became and how she changed. I think it really adds to just the exact effect that it had on her. Learning that she was part of a game like that. I think that's really interesting. I think that's cool. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm crazy. We do have new music, which is awesome. That was actually new music we haven't heard before, which I think is very cool. I love that a lot. Yeah. Brand new content for today's episode. Wonderful. Woo! I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoy this new content and you're loving Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, I should have just said DDLC Plus, and now I've said both. Good job, me. If you're loving this, then be sure to leave a like and a comment down below to let me know. Helps me know that you're enjoying the content. Give it a share. If more people watch it again, it helps me know that people enjoy this content, and it encourages me to make more and continue with these videos. Also, if you haven't done so already, then satisfy me by subscribing, hitting the bell icon to be notified of when the next DDLC comes out. Whew! Yeah. I have a lot of thoughts that I just can't get out properly. Maybe I'll get them out later, maybe not. But you know, I think I've said enough. I think I've said enough. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And until next time, see ya.